Hello everybody, welcome to the premiere of Satire Day Night Live. This episode features American culture. I'm your host, Raghav Subramanian. Now welcome my cast. Shriyari Murthy Bhaskar Murthy.
Hey!
Ravi Tadnani. Jordan Joes. And last, but definitely least, Taragadappa.
Always happens to him.
Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Raghav Rant. Today's segment is about legalizing drugs. Drugs are a part of the American lifestyle. Americans take drugs every day of their lives. Some may be legal, others may be illegal. Who cares? They're the same. They're all okay. A lot of money comes from the sale of illegal drugs in the United States. The U.S. should legalize these drugs. America has got to open its eyes to the benefits of legalizing illegal drugs. America is known as the obese country because a large percent of our population is obese. But with that, because it's all because of the fast food restaurants. But with the help of drugs, all that can change and more. Instead of Americans getting fat at McDonald's, Wendy's, Potbelly, and TGI Fridays to be fulfilling their needs at places like McEcstasy, Wheaties, PCP Fridays, and well, of course, Potbelly because its name obviously works. Yeah. So with these fast food drug joints, children will have the opportunity to get drugs on their hands and ruin their lives. Everyone deserves the chance to ruin their lives. Yeah, like legalizing drugs like marijuana, cocaine, LSD, and many more would drastically improve the American economy. Ooh. Okay, let's get serious. These fast food restaurants, these fast drug restaurants will lead to many deaths by overdose, causing the funeral business to skyrocket. That's sad, but people have a right to their business. Eventually there'll be a cemetery on each block. That's okay, more cemeteries the better. You know, better book a grave now, because later on you might be sharing a grave with a druggie. The healthcare business was also boom. There would be a lot of people with chronic health issues caused by drugs, of course. So doctors would have more patients to treat. More. That means more money. More. Legalizing drugs will also stop drug violence. No more drug violence! Large companies will also form to produce drugs, limiting the cost of drugs. It would become cheap for everyone. Hear that? Cheap for everyone. That means there's no reason for drug violence. No violence! Let's flip the table! No, okay, sorry. Let's get serious, guys. Stop. Calm down, people. Since drugs won't be illegal and there won't be drug violence, the police will be able to focus on more critical issues like jaywalkers and bad drivers. These bad drivers need to be stopped. And jaywalkers, no jaywalkers in my town. Drugs can bring this country closer together. Using drugs is a bonding activity. It is bonding because friends come together with drugs. Drugs solve every issue between friends, personal and professional. The reason that drugs are not legalized in America is because people are oblivious to the true effects of drugs. People who've done illegal activities have been great people too. Look at President Barack Obama. He did crack, and I'm pretty sure he was doing crack when he came up with Obamacare. Yeah, like the main purpose for drugs is to make people happy, and if they're happy, it's all good, because happiness is what matters. Pursuit of happiness. So people will die because of drug abuse. That doesn't mean the government has a right to deny them happiness. Quality of life matters more than the length of life. Of course, one would want to live 10 years of hallucinations, paranoia, and health issues instead of like 80 or 90 years of content, nice, happy years. I mean, that sounds just boring. I mean, come on, hallucinations, imagination, the same thing. It's all good. Now, this is only a glimpse of the safe and fulfilling future that legalizing drugs will create. So, what are we gonna do? Legalize drugs. Drugs are the way to go.
Hello and welcome to the Bhaskar Report. Today we will discuss the great achievement of CNN in their coverage of missing flight MH370. It all started on the dreadful eve of March 8, 2014. Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 goes missing, and CNN sees the opportunity and hasn't given it up since. They came out first with the report and stole the show ever since. Their extensive coverage, I repeat, extensive coverage, is very commendable. CNN has explored every end possible since the incident, and oh, pardon, they're still searching for new clues. 3 months later. They have described the features of the airplane in only around 1,000 ways, from holograms to submarines, because the relationship between holograms, submarines, and airplanes obviously exists. When results still hadn't shown up, they came to the only reasonable conclusion: supernatural forces. CNN has nearly proved the existence of black holes through this phenomenon. I mean, Stephen Hawking black holes, those black holes. Yeah. Their theory: flight enters black hole, gets sucked up, never comes back. Perfect logic. Stephen Hawking would approve. The alternate theory was the Bermuda Triangle theory. What if it fell into the Bermuda Triangle in the North Atlantic coast, off the coast of Florida? You know, on the plane on its way from Malaysia to China, North Atlantic coast. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's certainly possible. Has CNN done the impossible? Have they finally proved the existence of supernatural forces acting on Earth? Their theory is obviously flawless, so it must be true. However, there exist deniers on CNN staff that don't believe in these childish ideas. Their theory is that the TV show Lost is the answer to all. They ask, is it just a TV show? Is it really just a TV show? What if it happens that it's real? What then? Well, it's a pretty sad ending considering all the characters in Lost die at the end. But nevertheless, it's a valid theory, something to ponder upon. At the end of the day, what CNN has done is more than what most channels will ever do. They have honored the victims of this tragedy unselfishly, without the greed for news ratings, which have coincidentally skyrocketed ever since they started this story. Thank you, and see you next week on the Bosco Report.
Now let's welcome our first guest, Bob McDonald, a regular customer of McDonald's. Come on, Bob. We're here with Bob today to ask him some questions about his daily life. Well, Bob, could you please explain your eating habits every day?
Well, I usually go to McDonald's for breakfast, brunch, lunch, supper, and dinner.
Don't you think this might be a little bit unhealthy, Bob?
Not really. I mean, I'm on diet. I think that the meat in my burgers gives me protein and gives me a right to be able to eat. Because with protein, I automatically get muscle, right? And plus, I have diet pills to keep me in shape.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. But what about all the grease?
Oh, that's nothing. I just wipe it off with a napkin and burn it all off when I exercise for about 20 seconds. I think that should be enough. That's pretty impressive, right?
Sure. What do you think about, what do you do for the rest of the day?
Well, usually I get really tired after eating, so I decide to sit down like this and watch TV for the rest of the day. And sometimes go back for seconds because, you know, I already did my exercise for the month. It's too much effort to drive to McDonald's. If only they delivered.
That's all we need, Bob. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the life of an average American. Doesn't that sound amazing? I know it does. Well, now, don't get off that couch, America, because we know you won't anyway. Stay healthy, America.
Looking for a delectable treat that makes your heart skip a beat? Well, look no more, because now McDonald's is selling the Greasy Supersized Bacon Ranch Habanero Ranch Quarter Pounder Deluxe. This sandwich will literally take your breath away. Our workers use the finest ingredients. We use a handful of high fructose corn syrup, a 1/16th of a cup of lettuce and tomato combined. Our workers reuse gloves bought directly from the dollar store because we recycle. The sandwich only has 2,500 calories, so it'll give you a nice way to start the day. Doesn't that sound tasty? I know it does. We've already had 1 billion orders for this sandwich, so get yours today. It'll give you the heart attack you need to start the day with a bang. Listen to some of our customers. Bob Donald says, "It's the best burger I've ever tasted. I'm gonna buy some more and tell everyone about it. Buy the amazing burger. Trust me when I say it'll change your life." Welcome to Would You Rather, hosted by me, Shagadapa. In this show, contestants' morals are put to the test. They must truthfully answer all questions. After each question is truthfully answered, the person's answer that's closest to a survey that we took will get a prize.
The overall winner will get a brand new Ferrari. Now, without any further ado, I would like to bring out our contestants. First, we have Drake.
Yeah! Woo!
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me, sir.
You too. And then we have Josh.
Yeah! Woo! Let's go!
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's start. Would you rather keep your father around for some more years, for the rest of your life maybe, or would you rather win a briefcase full of $1 million?
A briefcase full of $1 million. Because my mom can always get remarried again. No problem.
Well, Toronto, that's actually a pretty simple question. I would actually pick my father because I love my father, and money isn't worth as much as love. Love is everything.
Okay. Well, according to the survey that we took, 84% of people would rather take the briefcase with the money in it, and only
That's
6
just sad.
yeah, and only 16% of the people would pick their father. Well, since he had the answer that matched the survey, he gets the briefcase with the money in it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for your answers. Now for the next question. Would you rather live in a big house, a big, enormous house, alone, away from all your family and friends, or would you rather live in a really small house with everyone who you love and care about?
I would pick the house with everyone I love and care about. Because once again, love is everything to me. And I care about the people I care about, so I would pick them so I can actually see them every day. You?
I'd go with a really, really big house because it has a lot of value. It's worth a lot, like thousands and thousands of dollars. Much more worth than any type of love. So, the house.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answers. According to the survey, 82% of the people would rather take the really big house.
2-0.
And only 18% of the people would pick their family members and live in a really small house with them. So since he, again, had the answer to match the survey, he wins a deed to their house. Congratulations.
Yeah!
Woo!
You'll never find love.
Okay, thank you. Next we have, next and possibly last question, if he wins. Would you rather keep your integrity or win a brand new Rolex?
My integrity is like an important characteristic of myself, so I would keep my integrity. And Rolex is just a watch. I think this watch is everywhere. I can just like look up my phone watches. My own sense of watch.
I understand. You?
What the hell is integrity? Obviously, I'd go with the Rolex watch. Are you kidding me? That gives me such a classy look. Yeah.
Okay. Well, according to the survey we took, 88% of people would rather the Rolex, and
3 million. That is game.
and only 12% of the people would keep their integrity. So that leaves it 3-0. And since it only takes 3 to win, it looks like Josh is the one who wins this one, and he wins the Rolex. So congratulations.
Yeah!
And also, since it's 3-0, he won the contest, and he gets the keys to his new Ferrari. Congratulations.
Yeah! Woo! Guess what I'm driving home?
Is it okay if I change all my answers? Because I think the money would be a good idea.
Maybe do the next show.
Okay.
Try again. I like having you guys. Thank you for your effort.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the next segment of the show, He Says, She Says, hosted by me, Jordan Jose. In this segment, a male and a female will share their opinions on issues in today's society. Please welcome our guests, John Banks and Jenna Starks. Thanks for agreeing to be on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
The first issue we're going to discuss is sports. John, what is your view on male and female sports?
Well, guy sports are so much more entertaining. Are you kidding me? Girl sports are so boring. I mean, underhand pitching for softball. Are you kidding me? Psh, what a terrible sport. Girl sports are so not as popular as guy sports.
Wow. Okay. Jenna, can you share your opinion?
Well, I disagree. I think girl sports are equal to guy sports, and they're equally as competitive.
Okay, interesting. So, John, if you were given the option of winning $10 or having your local WNBA team win the championship, what would you choose?
WNBA. Who watches the WNBA? Easy. I choose the $10 any day.
Okay, what about you, Jenna?
Definitely the championship. $10 is not worth as much as a national title.
John, do you think guys are more athletic than girls?
Definitely. I'm way more athletic than Jenna here. Like,
Well, this video shows otherwise. Play that. Stop.
Kobe! Woo! Oh yeah! LeBron! I guess basketball isn't really my thing.
Well, that was very embarrassing.
Well, you know what happens to the best of us.
Okay, let's carry on. There's much controversy about women in politics. Jenna, care to share your opinion?
I think having more women in politics would benefit America because it would bring diversity and a change to the government.
And you, John?
Man, women in politics would be so awful. The US would become so soft and no longer be looked at as a superpower. Other countries would laugh at us and they would make dumb laws. Women can't handle the pressure men handle. They're way too emotional.
So you're a man. Would you say you're not emotional?
Not at all. I mean, I'm the manliest man you can find.
Well, according to production, we have a video of you showing your emotional side. Let's check it out. Stop it.
Can't believe the Lions lost in the playoffs.
Looks like you're a real man.
You're making a mockery of me. I don't deserve this.
Well, looks like that's another segment of He Says, She Says. Thank you, Jenna, for joining me, and John, wherever you are.
It was a
Please join us next week for another entertaining show.
And a huge round of applause for our cast tonight. First, our host, Raghav Subramanian, Ravi Tatnani, Jordan Jose, Sharaga Dappa, and Srihari Bhaskar Murthy.
We hope you enjoyed the show.